Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, and if you are new, welcome. Today I want to share my new Winter Kringle Reserve and Winter Flight collection haul with you all. These candles will be launching on December 4th at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Feel free to use my code. These candles will be launching at full price. I believe the reserves will be $34 and the Winter Flight regular Kringle line will be $31 if I'm not mistaken. So I will link my affiliate code and affiliate link down in the description box below so you can save 15% off of your full price items. Please only use it if you are comfortable, and my code is commission eligible. Without further ado, let's hop into this cold snip impression. First up, we have Almost Midnight. Almost Midnight has notes of mandarin, bergamot, melon, neroli, jasmine, and rose, sandalwood, cedar, patchouli, amber, musk, and vanilla. And to me, this stands out as a perfumey rose fragrance. So you will have to enjoy rose fragrances in order to get into this candle. It's a pretty rose perfumey scent. The patchouli, if you're not a fan of patchouli, I don't get a heavy patchouli note in this fragrance. I don't really get the fruity notes. The mandarin, bergamot, and melon, I don't really smell anything fruity on cold. Yeah, and out of those florals, the neroli, jasmine, and rose, the rose is definitely the prominent note. And I would say it's not a super musky rose. The amber does make it perfumey. It's a nice soft rose, so I will say that sandalwood note is in there smoothing out the overall fragrance. But overall, to my nose, this is a rose perfumey fragrance. So if you like rose scents, then you'll enjoy Almost Midnight. Next up, we have Ice. Ice has fragrance notes of icy mint, evergreen forest, crisp apple, forest river edge, hyacinth, warm cinnamon, snowy sandalwood, cedarwood, and sugary vanilla. And this is a nice, fresh, aquatic fragrance. That frozen river edge accord is in there nicely. Now, this isn't the icy mint is there giving it that fresh coolness. It's present, but it isn't like a standout peppermint, eucalyptus, spearmint type of mint. It's not so dominant. I feel like those green notes, that forest note is definitely playing in the background, that evergreen forest. And while it's not a dominant crisp apple note, I do feel like I get a trace of a fresh green apple in this fragrance. As far as the hyacinth, I'm not getting a strong floral fragrance. I don't get cinnamon. No vanilla. I don't smell a creamy, sweet, sugary vanilla. Like, it could be a little bit of sweetness in there from the vanilla sweetening up the mint, so it's not coming off astringent or camphorous. Yeah, I would say maybe slightly vanilla, but it's not a super strong vanilla note. And it's not heavy on the wood notes either. Not on cold. Yeah, I'm not getting heavy like a super noticeable cedarwood or sandalwood note in this fragrance. So I would definitely say icy mint, evergreen forest, crisp apple, the frozen river edge accord, and then a soft sweet vanilla note, giving it a little subtle sweetness in the background. But this is really nice and unique and different. I would say if you like fresh, cool, aquatic types of fragrances, this doesn't smell cologne-y to my nose, then you may enjoy this one. This one definitely has like a background of an atmospheric vibe to it. Then we have Smoldering Ember. Smoldering Ember has fragrance notes of smoky, birch, lemon, orange, anise, green, vanilla, lavender, leather, sandalwood, and cedar. Oh yeah, this is good. This is everything I wanted it to be. It is leathery, it is smoky, and it is woodsy. If you do not like smoky scents, you will not enjoy this candle. I would say the smoke and the leather are the dominant notes at the forefront of the fragrance on cold. And it's a nice woodsy background. It's a nice trace of some woodiness in the background. Oh, this is so good. I'm so glad this one lived up to what I was hoping. I don't get any lemon or orange. I don't even get the is it anise? I always My brain tells me anise, but I think it's pronounced anise. Oh yeah, this is so good. This is so good. Green, I wouldn't say vanilla or lavender. I would say for me on cold, it's definitely that smoky note, the leather, and that cedar note in there. For sure. So if you like smoky fragrances like I do, then this one, Smoldering Ember, this lives up to my expectations. You're going to want to get your hands on this one if you enjoy smoky scents. You got to enjoy leathery notes as well because it's definitely present in this candle. Moving on to the Kringle Winter Flight Collection, we have Frosted Dawn. Frosted Dawn has fragrance notes of mulled fruit, fir needle, lemon peel, clove, cinnamon bark, maple, balsamic frankincense, musk, and smoky vanilla. And to me, you definitely get that mulled fruit. It smells berry-like. It's a subtle spice in there. I would say it's more so the clove than the cinnamon. I don't get like red hot cinnamon or like a spicy, dry cinnamon bark. I feel like it's more clove forward with the spice than cinnamon. And I don't really get frankincense. It's a sweet, fruity scent, so it could be some maple in there, but it's not. It's more of a sweet supporting note. It's not dominant. It doesn't smell like maple syrup. It's not overly sweet. I'm not really getting a smoky vanilla note, nor am I getting like a powdery or fresh musky type of note on cold. So to me, this is mostly a nice, sweet, fruity fragrance, but not a cloyingly sweet, fruity fragrance. And when I smell the fruit notes, that mulled fruit that comes off berry-like with the clove, it kind of reminds me of, it puts me in the mindset of pumpkin rum toddy and Away in a Manger. It's not an exact dupe of those fragrances, but the way the fruit notes are playing with the clove, it reminds me of how those two candles have the fruit and then the clove note from Away in a Manger. I'll say this is a safe one to buy if you like sweet, fruity fragrances. If you don't mind like a mulled, almost like, like a simmering pot type of fruitiness paired with some clove, this is really nice. It's cozy. Even though it's sweet and fruity, it has a cozy vibe to it. So yeah, I really like this one. And I feel like if you enjoyed, even if you didn't enjoy pumpkin rum toddy, but if you enjoyed that mulled fruit note in pumpkin rum toddy, and then you enjoyed that citrusy clove blend in Away in a Manger, you'll probably enjoy Frosted Dawn. Next, we have Snowy Cascade. Snowy Cascade has fragrance notes of eucalyptus, ginger, anise star, bergamot, cedarwood, geranium, orange, nutmeg, petitgrain, and musk. And to me, the bergamot is definitely at the forefront. It's not a cologne bergamot. It's definitely giving more citrus bergamot than cologne. Eucalyptus is an undertone note. It's there giving it a freshness, but it's not dominating the fragrance. I feel like it's something green in here, but it's not a green note listed. I'm not getting any spice from the ginger or the anise star. I'm not getting anything fruity from the orange note. I don't even get nutmeg. I feel like if anything, it could be some geranium. And I can't remember if petitgrain is a plant or a flower. And even with those notes in there, it's not super floral. It comes off like fresh green, like what you see on this label is what I smell in the fragrance. So this one is going to be interesting to light up and see what comes through on burn. But yeah, this is a more subtle, fresh fragrance. So this one also has like a outdoorsy vibe to it as well. But I don't know what that green note is. It must be the geranium. And it could be more of the plant part of the geranium versus the actual geranium floral in here. It kind of leans masculine, but I don't want to say cologne. I want to burn it and see if it comes off cologne. But it definitely has an outdoorsy vibe to it. So if you like fresh outdoorsy fragrances, Snowy Cascade is beautiful on cold. And then last but not least, we have Parisian Frost. Parisian Frost has fragrant notes of bergamot, rosemary, basil, lavender, moss, jasmine, muguet, patchouli, ahmoise, and santal. Okay, this one is another fresh, clean fragrance. I like this one, but I feel like a lot of people are going to feel like this one kind of leans borderline like fresh cleanser like, and they'll probably feel like it's more of a spring fragrance. Definitely bergamot for sure. Rosemary, basil, and lavender. I would say moss is definitely some moss in here. I get some greenery. Jasmine and muguet. I believe muguet is lily of the valley. There is something, I believe lily of the valley plays a soft, like powdery floral note in fragrances, if I'm not mistaken. It's not a strong floral presence, but I feel like it could be some of that in the background. No patchouli. I have to see what ahmoise, what that is supposed to smell like. As far as the santal, I wouldn't say that's a dominant note. I feel like I'm getting more moss greenery with bergamot than the santal note, at least on cold. And I don't get a standout lavender note. Maybe that rosemary and basil and lavender blend is giving it. It's not herbaceous. Yeah, this is just like fresh, clean, and green to my nose. I don't want to say laundry-like, but it's definitely a fresh, green, clean fragrance. So it's interesting for a fragrance that is supposed to represent a cold, like outdoorsy Paris day. I've never been to Paris, so I don't know. But yeah, this one, I like it though. I really like it. You have to like fresh, clean scents to get into this one. And I don't want to say soapy, but it kind of has on cold that like fresh, clean, green, soapy vibe. Not like Irish Spring, but it is to my nose just fresh, clean, and green. So I can't wait to burn it and see how the notes come together. It may give something altogether different. It'll probably still lean fresh and clean, but some of those other notes may pop out on warm. So I will definitely keep you guys updated with post-burn reviews. Now that we're at the end of this video, let's do a quick fun little ranking. I'm going to start with my least favorite and work my way down to my number one pick. And the one that falls in the number 6 slot is not because it's a bad scent. It's just because when I compare it to the other two fresh scents, I like those more than this one. And it is going to be Snowy Cascade. Coming in at number 5 is going to be Frosted Dawn. I do like that these two collections have variety to them. So if you don't like the smoky fresh scents and you like fruity stuff, this one is really nice. This one was going to be my number 4, but because I am a fresh lover, I had to put this other fragrance in the number 4 spot. Number 4 is going to be Parisian Frost, and that is because to me, when it comes to this one and Snowy Cascade, this one stands out more to me when it comes to being like a nice, fresh, clean, I don't want to say pungent, but this one has more oomph to it, where I like my fresh, clean scents on the stronger side, and Snowy Cascade is a little bit more subtle on cold. But yes, something with this Parisian Frost blend stands out to me and makes this one my number 4 over Snowy Cascade. Coming in at number 3 is going to be Almost Midnight, and that is because I absolutely love rose fragrances, and this is a beautiful, well done, perfumey rose scent. These last two were so hard to place, but I'm going to go with number 2 being Ice. This is a very unique, fresh, icy, aquatic type of fragrance. I don't know how Kringle did it, but this one is so good. And it came very close to beating out my number 1 choice just because of how unique this fragrance is to me. Number 1, y'all should already know, Smoldering Ember. I have been wanting a fragrance like this all winter. Conductor's Cold from Yankee, it was okay. I haven't lit, what is it, Down the Chimney yet from Goose Creek, but on cold, it's not giving what Smoldering Ember is giving. Oh, this is so good. Oh my goodness. I can't wait to light this one up. But yes, Smoldering Ember is my #1 choice. And this is just the cold sniff ranking, you guys. It could change as I start lighting these fragrances up and the fragrances start to transform. But on cold, Smoldering Ember is my absolute favorite out of this entire collection. That's it, you guys. That's all I have for this cold sniff impression video. If you enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and stay tuned for my post-burn reviews. Until next time, bye.